Ready, set, hunt.
What's up, you guys? Happy weekend. Welcome back to Weekend Zone. I'm Devyn Howard. You can find me on Instagram as @DevynHoward.
I'm Jackie Ray. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter @JRayTheFanatic.
All right, you guys, so we are going to be getting into some interesting subjects from throughout the week. Before we do that, subscribe to our channel, tap the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Now let's dive right into honorable mentions. All right, so Tobias Harris believes that he should be an all-star this season, or he should have been an all-star this season, I should say. So after he knocked down a turnaround jumper over swingman Reggie Bullock with 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the game, it gave the Sixers a 4-point lead, and he decided that he needed to remind everybody how he's feeling about what he thought was a major snub. He said, "I'm an all-star." And then after the game, he clarified that, and he said, "That's for sure what I said. For me, that's just reaffirming that to myself. I know the fans know that, but reaffirming that to them and to myself, especially making those big plays, I try to just find motivation in different areas, and that's one of them." So right now he's averaging 20.8 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and 4 assists, or this month actually, those are his stats. And he is helping to carry the team, especially while they're out Joel Embiid with that knee bone bruise. Ben Simmons also supported Tobias's statement saying, "I'm an all-star." Ben Simmons said he was pissed off about it. He should have been an all-star. You got a few guys, myself and Joel on this team, and then Tobias. And I think people just take for granted how talented he is. If he was on the team, I don't want to take away from any other all-stars, but if he was on a different team, he's going to be putting up those numbers. It's clear he's able to do that. Jackie, what's your takeaway from this? Was Tobias Harris snubbed?
I like Tobias Harris, and I definitely think that he is an amazing player. I don't know if I think he was snubbed. I think people forget that there's only a certain number of people that can go to the All-Star. We can't take everybody, and I just don't know. For me personally, I love Tobias too, but I just don't know if I think it was a snub. I definitely think he should have been in the conversation, but I don't know if I think it was a snub by him not going. But I'm not mad at people who think that way. And I find it completely hilarious, though, that Ben Simmons took this moment to say, hey, I agree with him. I stand up for him. Because when that announcer said, you know, I think that Ben Simmons is overrated, and because he's so overrated, he's taking attention off of Tobias Harris. He clowned that man for being 5'5", but then now he's going to turn around and basically co-sign on what the announcer was getting at. That, I don't know. I don't know, Ben. Maybe remember the shade you threw out before you immediately co-sign on this situation. Not that he had a choice, because what are you going to say? What are you going to do, bash your teammate? But yeah, you just kind of look silly right now, Ben Simmons. But I don't know if I agree that it was a complete snub.
Ben Simmons is like, I'm okay with uplifting my teammates as long as I'm the one doing it and I'm not getting dragged in the process. As soon as it's someone else, he's like, excuse me, you're 5'5". But yeah, I mean, Tobias Harris is obviously making a huge impact to the Sixers. I think that it kind of could have gone either way with him. So it's not, I don't think it was like the biggest snub in the world, but also, yeah, he would have been a great addition on any one of those rosters. Now let's dive into the next honorable mention that we're getting to. This story has me shook. This is wild. So there are diehard fans out there, and then there's this guy who is so obsessed with his team that it was the first thing he asked about, the first thing that he thought of after he got hit in the head with a hammer by a homeless person. This was a random attack. A homeless person came up from behind on this guy and smashed his head in with a hammer. And his friend tweeted, "Phelan got his head beat in by a homeless dude with a hammer." And he goes, "More importantly, did we get Russell Wilson yet?" So this guy is a Chicago Bears fan, and he took to his Twitter, after the incident when he was in the hospital recovering, blood still dried on his face and his hands. His head is all bandaged up, and he posted a selfie with his thumb up, and we're showing it to you right now, and he writes, "You got this, Chicago Bears." So I have no words. If this were me and I got my head hit by with a hammer by a homeless person in an attack I was not expecting at all, I wouldn't be thinking about anything other than probably the immense pain that I'm in and the fact that I'm just even able to still be alive and breathing in that moment. Jackie, what's your reaction to this news?
I tried to put myself in that situation. I tried to put myself in, okay, let's say, you know, LeBron James has an opportunity to play with Bronny. And right as I'm looking at the news on whether he's going to get to play with Bronny or not, a homeless person smacks me in the head. If that's the last thought I had, like if I'm immediately knocked out and I don't really understand what happened to me and I wake up maybe in a state of confusion, I'm like, wait, where am I? Is LeBron getting to play with Bronny? Maybe. But this guy wasn't confused. He was fully aware of this attack. He understood what was happening. He wasn't knocked out. So then he comes to after they're kind of doing their thing. Now, he probably was on a lot of morphine. I'm not going to, you know, when you get all loopy and you feel good, he probably was on a lot of painkillers. But I just can't see me understanding that my life was almost taken from me and me caring about anything sports related. I don't know. And y'all know I'm an uber LeBron fan. So I had to stop being super critical and put myself in that situation. And the answer for me was no. Did you catch him? Are you going to prevent him from doing this to anyone else? That's where my head is at. Like, no.
Yes, exactly. That's where my head would be too. I would not be thinking about LeBron, Russell Wilson, anyone right. Other than myself and the person who attacked me. So, I mean, I feel like this guy deserves to have like a first row seats at every Bears game for this kind of dedication. So Chicago Bears, that's my advice to you. Give this guy some season tickets in a really good spot. Yes. All right, well, that wraps up honorable mentions. Jackie, what's happening in Athlete Trash Talk?
Yes, let's get to this athlete trash talk. I want to start. We talked about this during the live, but I want to re-clarify because I think a lot of you guys thought he was talking some sort of trash. But if you don't know, LeBron James is the kid from Akron, which happens to be in Cleveland. So when he saw Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots just going out there and spending all their money to make sure that there was good, he posted this tweet that said, Coach Belichick, like, y'all got me all the way effed up. And it's because you guys know he is a Cleveland Browns fan. And I know a lot of you guys think he's a bandwagon fan. He is not. He has been a Cleveland Brown fan for as long as I can remember. But he does have two teams. He has an AFC team and he has an NFC team. I know a lot of people are like that. So his NFC team is the Dallas Cowboys. They also haven't really done anything like the Patriots have done. They have some cap issues, but they haven't done anything like the Patriots have done to really try to up their team. So either way, whether he's talking about the Browns or he's talking about the Cowboys, no one's really doing anything to exponentially improve their team. So I think that's what he meant. It was more of a compliment to what Bill Belichick was doing than an actual clap. But Devyn, what do you think? Do you think it was a compliment? Like, damn, can we get a shot? Or did you take it as him really throwing shade?
No, I didn't really take it as him throwing shade either. I think it was just more of a lighthearted, bit of sass. But you know how people are. They like to take anything that LeBron says and they run with it and twist it and morph it into something else. So yeah, I didn't really think it was anything serious at all. I thought it was just kind of like jokey.
Yeah, you got the laughing emojis on it. So yeah, it wasn't that serious. But your boy that was concussed from the homeless hammer attack, he probably is not excited about this because like he thought a lot of the rumors were that the Bears could potentially get Russell Wilson. I personally didn't think that was going to happen, but a lot of Bears fans did. And then Adam Schefter killed all of those dreams when he announced that the team was signing Andy Dalton to a 1-year, $10 million deal that will give him a chance to earn an extra $3 million in incentive. I can assure you that Andy Dalton is not equal to Russell Wilson. And so Bears fans were super disappointed. One fan posted a hand smack to the head emoji. Another fan just posted a bunch of laughing emojis. I was surprised that there was no crying emojis after that. But Bears fans are letting it be known that they are not happy about this. I just don't know how y'all thought that this Russell Wilson thing was actually going to work for you guys. Like, why would you go from the Seahawks to the Bears? That's a no for me. So I appreciate your disappointment, but it's still a no for me.
Yeah, you gotta admire their commitment to a dream though, right? Like that was the fact that it was so many people had that same reaction, like, wow, you really felt that. So props to you guys.
Keep hope alive, y'all. I appreciate it. But now let's get into these comment clapbacks. Okay, so let's get into this first one. I'm excited to see what you. We already know who they're talking about because there's only two of us, and also this little white girl appears to be obsessed with basketball players, mostly black men, running up and down the court. Y'all be doing so much. Sweating and panting. Do white people get a kick out of us running and sweating like animals? Is she obsessed or is this her job? I wonder.
I don't even know what to make of this comment. This is the most bizarre thing I have ever read in my entire life because, okay, I just want to clarify, this was on my video about Steph Curry showing LeBron respect. I didn't mention anybody running. I didn't mention anybody sweating. I didn't mention anybody panting, but also this guy, whatever your name is, I forget, I don't remember what the username is. This is my job. This is how I make a living. I am paid to sit here and talk about basketball players. Yes, I'm obsessed with basketball players. Black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter to me because I'm obsessed with basketball and I am a sports reporter. So I don't know what you expect me to do. Am I not allowed to do my job anymore? What the hell?
And it's so funny. I feel like he's never watched a live because between the two of us, if there's one of us that gets obsessed when these men start sweating and it's been, depending on how they look, it's me. I'd be like, ooh, yes, go ahead. Run some more.
Right? I know. It's so strange. Yeah, so just to clarify, yes, this is my job. This is how I make a living. This is how I pay for my apartment. And I'm going to keep talking about basketball players because I really like being able to pay my rent. So yeah, sorry about that. Leo, let's get into the next one. I am done with that comment. Okay, so both of them women can't beat nobody at basketball. You know, that's true. I'm 5'2". I can't beat anyone at basketball.
I don't know. You got to post a video of how you play. And then if you're in LA, I might take that challenge, my guy. I might take that challenge.
Yeah, let's not forget. Jackie actually played basketball, so she knows what she's doing. Me, on the other hand, I was a cheerleader, and I can beat anybody's ass in that.
Okay, so we'll plan this. We'll plan this challenge date, and then you can be my cheerleader. Because this person doesn't even have a picture talking trash, so I don't even know if I should take this challenge or not. But if you show me a picture and you end up being 5'5", I'm definitely taking that challenge. So. All right, Leo, let's get to this next comment. All right, so, okay, this one came from our live, and this one was our bad because we didn't realize it was in the title, but it says, how you gonna put shade in the title? And then the video says you aren't saying that he's throwing shade. Yes, you are. Okay, yes. That was our fault. I didn't realize that, and I don't think you did either. I didn't realize that shade was in the title, and I was like, we're not, why do you keep saying that? So, okay, yeah, that was right. Y'all right about that way.
It's a good opportunity for us to let everybody know that there are multiple people that work behind the scenes at the Fumble, and we are not the ones coming up with the titles, at least not most of the time, so sometimes those kinds of things get missed. But in this case, we'll give it to you. You're right. You're right. Okay, let's get into the next one, Leo. Can you put it up there? She said, send sympathy to the woman. Come on now, you can't make decisions just because she's the woman. You got to get all the info first. Okay, so Jackie and I feel differently about this. So I want to say my initial reaction in any kind of sexual assault allegation when it's a woman saying that a man did something that was inappropriate or offensive, my initial reaction is to say, you know what, I know that it's scary for a lot of women to come forward with these claims, especially when they're dealing with a powerful public figure like an athlete or a politician or a celebrity. So I can sit there and recognize that in that moment. But I also do believe that you're innocent until proven guilty. So I kind of do struggle with this, with the way that I feel about this. But I have been in situations where I felt like someone has been inappropriate with me, but because they are a high power person, I don't feel comfortable speaking up in the moment. I haven't ever come out with anything like that, so I just know what it feels like, and I think to a lesser degree than a lot of these women, but that's the reason why I am going to be more sympathetic to the female in the situation until I have a reason to not be, and that's the only way I can justify it. I don't believe anybody should understand it, but that's just how I feel.
I think that's good because the reason why I am the opposite is because what you're not going to do is put me in a situation and I don't say nothing. I'm not scared of nobody. Like, if you put me in a situation, I don't care if you're president of the United States, Homeland Security, whatever, you put me in a situation, I'm going to let you know about it. And it's not going to be a situation where I'm going to need somebody to defend me because I'm going to defend myself. So, you know, it's fair. It's probably unfair for me to assume that other people should react that way because a lot of women don't. I just wasn't raised that way. So it's a little, people are different and people react differently. So that's where you are, where you stand is very, very fair.
And I admire you for always being willing to speak up, Jackie. That's something that I want to take from you into my daily life, because I'm a sassy and outspoken person, but there are situations where I feel like I shrink, and that kind of scenario is one of them. And I want to clarify, I haven't been put in a situation where I have been like fully taken advantage of, just inappropriate behavior by somebody who shouldn't be acting like that. And I didn't feel I could speak out. Anyway, I'm done with that one. I think the next comment is you, Jackie, right?
Yep, let's take a look. So this is again on the Steph Curry considering leaving the Warriors video, and it says, man, that's why I don't watch the Fumble no more. They publishing nothing but rumors. First of all, I don't know if you understand, but rumors in basketball always happen. They're created by somebody. We rarely create them. We usually just hear them and then speak on them. And this is one of those times. And we might have edged this one along a little bit because Steph Curry's making a lot of faces on the sideline that looks like he's thinking, is this where I really want to be? So we might have edged this one on a little bit, but rumors happen all the time in sports. If you don't know that, then welcome to sports commentating. Glad you're here.
Exactly. And I think we have one more left, Leo. Can you put that one up there? These sports channels who are geared towards women are hilarious with their video titles. I wouldn't say that the Fumble's geared towards women at all. I think the majority of our audience is actually men, unless they're talking about us being women. But yeah, we do have some funny video titles. I'll admit that.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, like 89% of our demographic is men. So since we know that, then just know that we have y'all in mind when we create everything on this channel. So, but we appreciate you. We do know they're funny sometimes. It brought you here, so that's a good thing.
Yes, exactly. That's the goal. Get you guys on our videos, and it works. So we're happy about it. All right. Well, that wraps up Weekend Zone, you guys. We hope you have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. Leave a comment below and share this video with your friends. We'll see you guys on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our live show. So tune in. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.